Welcome back to another episode of The Stupidest Podcast. This is episode number 9, brought to you by Justin Rademacher and his co-host. That's your cue.
I'm not a co-host.
That's what we are. We are both hosts. We're hosts of the same...
I'm the host.
No, you're not the host.
You are the co-host.
No, I am the star.
No.
You are the host.
You're not even close to the star.
I am the star.
No.
I'm the shining star. I'm the North Star.
No. How many times do I gotta tell you this?
No, people see me and they know where they're going because of it.
Batman.
Superman.
Robin.
You're Batman. I'm Superman. We are both equally talented people. Actually, you're just rich. I'm more talented.
I'm okay with just being rich.
That's true. I'm cool with just being the stud of everything. Yeah. That's what Superman is. He's just the best at everything. I can see through stuff. I can fly. I'm strong.
Yeah.
I don't have invisibility.
All right, anyways, this is your co-host, Justin Vandy Venture.
Oh, yeah. We forgot to introduce you. That helps. What have you been up to?
Not much, man. Work. A lot of work.
Yeah.
We're busy right now. And behind by a lot.
Yeah.
But
you got to catch up.
Yep.
Catch up, move forward. And
still discing, though.
Take it. Yeah, that's good.
Getting out. Golfing when I can.
Softball.
Softball's good. Ruined my perfect season. Got my first out last week.
Oh, no.
I was batting 1,000 through the first 4 games. First 4 weeks.
Wow.
So 8 games.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's really good. How many at-bats do you usually get? Like 4?
4 game? 3 game?
That's not bad. Dang. You were on a hit streak.
Yeah, I was doing good.
Dang, how'd you get your out?
Line drive to shortstop. It was a good hit. It was actually a hard hit. I was like, yeah. Oh.
They just had a good shortstop.
It was right at him. But
there's probably somebody like me, Superman, you know.
But golf's going really good, actually. I'm playing really, I feel like I'm almost in mid-season form, and it's just starting. So
dang, I have not swung a club yet.
Ooh,
I know, I'm falling behind on the golf, especially since we're going to be doing it soon.
Right?
I should get going.
You and Josh were playing like once a week there last year.
Yeah, we were playing. That's the most I've ever golfed was last summer.
Yeah.
And now haven't even gone out once. I haven't even practiced once. I know I've been doing too much of the other golf, too much disc golf.
Yeah.
But it's not too much. I mean, I love it. So, I mean, I can never get enough of it.
I feel like I'm getting better. We played today.
Yeah, no, we played at, what was it called again? Vision Quest?
Vision Quest.
That was a very fun course.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend that. That is a difficult course, though. If you are learning how to do it, maybe start at a couple other courses and work your way up. But, I mean, beautiful, beautiful course. Yeah. A lot of water. Water hazards that's a key on that one.
A lot of OB, too, if you want to play the OB.
Yeah, we didn't really play the OB today, but we did pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with what I played.
Yeah, you got a bird.
Yeah, got a bird dog.
That's all you got to do. Just keep going at it.
I had a lot of good approaches.
Yeah, you did.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
My drive still could use some work, but
yeah, if you can lower those down a little bit, you'll get a little bit more distance. And
some of them were pretty good.
Yeah, you had one that was incredible. Yeah. You parked it. That was your birdie.
Yep.
You just parked it. That was a really good one.
So I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Definitely getting stronger. I'm not as frustrated as I used to be.
Oh yeah. No, you knew my frustration.
Oh yeah.
And it gets to you. But I mean, after a while, I mean, I'm getting way better now that I'm a little more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting way less frustrated now, which is good. I mean,
which is good because I mean, I've been playing less than you.
Yeah,
I've been playing 3 months.
Yeah, I've been playing almost every day. I don't play every day. Like if I work a long shift, then I might do a little bit of playing, maybe like a little putting action or something, but I don't do every day, which I should. I need to practice more. I think.
But you've been playing longer than me.
Yeah, I've been playing since. Yeah, I've been playing almost a year now. Yeah. No, not quite. It's been less than. It's like 9 months.
Yeah, and I'm only at 3 months.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with where I'm at after 3 months.
Yeah, that's really good for 3 months. I mean, it's about right. That's where I was at about 3 months, I feel.
Oh, I'm way above you.
No, not.
Yeah, way.
Sure. Okay. We'll say that. Batman is good at throwing stuff.
He's got the batarangs.
Is that what they're called?
I think so.
If they're not, they should be.
Right.
I like that name. But no, I've been up to basically the same. Disc golf, work, hanging out with friends, family, you know.
You went and saw the fam today, didn't you?
No, I was going to. Yeah, I did see my mom, though. I did have lunch with her. Nice. We stopped at Raising Cane's Chicken in Maple Grove. Very, very delicious chicken if you've never been there. They're not sponsoring this, but...
Did you get a Caniac?
Yeah, yep. Got a Caniac. We split that, actually, because it was the 6. That's where you get 6. And then we got an extra sauce each. And then instead of the coleslaw, I got an extra toast.
That's what you got to do.
So we each got a toast. So
nice.
Yeah, it was very good. She's never had it before.
I'm not a coleslaw guy. You a coleslaw guy?
I'll eat coleslaw for sure.
No, not.
Oh, I love.
I'm out.
I love it. I'll eat it. I would rather have that toast that they have, but
yeah, the toast is bomb.
Yeah,
buttered perfectly.
Amazing. Yeah, she'd never had it before, so I was like, you know what? Like I was in town, and I'm like, hey, I'm actually only here for just a little bit because I got to go meet you. And she's like, sweet, I'll be there in like 7 minutes. I'm like, sweet, let's do it up. We got to eat inside, which is kind of cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Finally do that again.
I know. It's been a while.
No masks?
No masks.
All right. Getting back to some normalcy.
Yep.
Slowly but surely.
But yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Nice.
Should we get into it?
Yeah, I'm in. Let's
Sweet.
go.
All right, my first question. So it might sound confusing, but have you ever done something that you never thought would happen until it happened? Need a second?
Well,
I'll repeat the question.
I want to hear your answer so I can kind of understand what you mean.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the question. So have you ever done something that you never thought would happen until it happened? So my answer is I once threw a Twizzlers at Randall McDaniel at a Vikings game. Never thought I'd ever be able to say that until it happened.
Why would you do that?
Well, I was working. I was actually working the catering there.
He's a giant human being.
Well, I know, but he was a distance away, and there were people in the way.
Still.
And he literally he looked at me, and he like gave me the.
So it was a package of Twizzlers.
Yeah, it was a package of Twizzlers. I didn't throw an open Twizzler
when you
at
said
him.
It, I was like, beat him.
Yeah, well, I wasn't trying to like do it viciously.
I thought you were like sitting behind him and you just had a Twizzler and you just smoked him.
No, I was working and it like everything that was like that I had open like available, all the players because I was like working the players area, like the old time player area. And he looked at me, he turned around and he like pointed down and he's like, Twizzlers. I'm like, oh, okay, and I like picked it up and he's like, yeah. And he like gave me the action to throw it. I'm like, well, I can just walk it. And he's like, no, just throw it. So I threw it at him. I'm like, that's a better story. Man. Hey, that's a better story anyways, you know.
That's pretty.
He caught it too.
Nice.
I had a good throw.
Where'd you hit him?
In the hands. Just right in the chest.
Just right to the chest.
Oh yeah. He's a good catcher. He caught it and
he's an athlete.
Yeah, for sure.
He's still huge.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. He was a
giant of a man.
Especially compared to me. I'm not a giant of a man, so
oh God.
He was a big boy.
Could you and like what was his name? The old left tackle. Brian McKinney.
Oh.
He was bigger than him. I mean, Brian McKinney was 7'1", 7'2" or something.
Really? I didn't know he was that big.
Yeah. Well, I think he was like 6'11" on the card.
Oh, but
realistically, he's 7'1", 7'2", and like 350 some pounds.
Monster.
Yeah, a huge. And you'll see, like in the off season, Brian McKinney gets in a bar fight. Like, I want to meet the guy who's picking a fight with. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
like,
why are you trying this right now?
You got a death wish? Like, what's going on here?
I want to see how big that guy was, just to see what the comp.
Probably like our size.
Yeah, is it a contest even, or is he just
probably little man syndrome?
Do you think he's probably like just trying to get the lawsuit?
Oh, maybe. I never even thought of that.
He's like, oh, that guy's got money. I'm gonna
do this.
Yeah.
He hits me one time, I go down, boom, $1 million.
Yeah, he didn't even have to hit him hard. He'll just pretend that he's a big guy. He's like, oh, of course he hit him hard. Like, you know, I don't know.
It's cool though. He threw a package to Randall McDaniel.
Yeah, and I got to see like all of the other players that were in town or whatever, and give them food. But that was the one that like stuck out because I like people didn't like grab it off the table because I was basically there to like restock if anything.
You should have became friends with some of these guys.
You didn't? You don't think I tried?
No, obviously.
Dude,
not.
I was passing out business cards left and right.
Were you?
Yeah, it said, "Will you be my friend?" It didn't work. None of them.
Check yes or no.
Yep.
Check. Did you write? Where do you sign that thing right now?
Do you like me? Yes or no?
I will meet you out in the playground.
None of them showed up at the playground.
I'm standing at the slide all alone.
It's still fun though. I mean, if you go down the slide by yourself, you still get to have fun.
How cool would that be to get them on the podcast?
That'd be cool.
I don't have anything.
You don't have anything?
I don't think so. Something that's happened that wasn't supposed to happen.
I have another one that we've talked about on the podcast.
What's that?
I never thought I would go horseback riding with a Swedish model in Mexico.
Oh, that's pretty legit.
Yeah, we talked about that already, so I don't need to go into
you could
detail.
pretty much say almost anything spontaneous. Car accidents, finding a $20 bill.
Yeah, you never thought that was going to happen until it happened.
Yeah. You could go with almost anything throughout the day.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to lose a disc today, but I lost a disc today.
Yeah.
That happened.
That sucks. But it wasn't like a super expensive, which was, no. I mean, that's what we talked about. Like, it wasn't like your top disc.
Like,
you know?
I wasn't even upset about it. Like, I mean, I was upset, but I wasn't upset.
Nah. I've lost one disc so far, too. I lost my Orc.
I thought I was going to lose 2 today.
Yeah, we ended up saving
we're going to find that putter.
Yeah, we ended up finding the dragon was a floater. So it was just floating. We just had to reach out with that 16-foot stick of mine. And
I was talking about the pink disc, my Keystone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you almost lost that one, too. That's a difficult course, though.
That wasn't even that bad of a throw, though, like where it was.
No, and we
could not find it. Like,
there's throws where you just never think that you're going to lose it, and then all of a sudden you're spending 20 minutes looking for it. And that was that situation.
We had to walk over that thing like 5 times.
Probably, yeah. We looked in that area a couple times. But you also thought it was a little bit deeper than it was.
Well, I'm a lot stronger than what I...
That's true.
So, all right. What is your favorite food, and what is your favorite dessert?
Favorite food, favorite dessert. Well, my favorite food, I think, if I'm not like worried about money, has got to be sushi. I will buy all kinds of sushi. I don't care. Like if money wasn't an object, I'm getting sushi. But if money is an object, I'm doing pizza, because pizza is like my go-to. Pizza rolls. Pizza roll is probably my top.
Favorite pizza joint?
Oh, well, I typically always go to Domino's.
Yeah,
that's my favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite like go-to. But there is a really good one up in my area called Sammy's.
I love Sammy's pizza.
Sammy's got good pizza.
There's a good Sammy's pizza up there.
Yeah. As for dessert, I love ice cream. I gotta say ice cream. I'm gonna plug Cedar Crest. They have really, really good ice cream. I know I work there. I do some merchandising for them, but I mean, it's really good. They have so many good flavors.
Yeah.
If you go to any like ice cream parlor in the area, most likely it's Cedar Crest. Yeah.
Okay.
How about you? What's your favorite food and dessert?
I thought about this because I love steak.
I love steak, and you cooked me a amazing steak tonight. That thing was perfect. Like, it was... I wish I could eat it again.
Yeah, I was thinking steak, but I'm like, oh, not steak. I am Italian guy. Like, I love Italian food. I could down pretty much anything Italian.
Like ravioli.
Yeah, if you like legit ravioli is bomb.
No, like raviolios.
Not out of the can. But like chef made ravioli. You ever had professional?
Yeah, like at Buca di Beppo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's good.
Is
that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
Buca di Beppo.
That was pretty good.
I thought
sounded good.
Yeah. If it's not, I apologize.
Otherwise, seafood. I could go with some seafood.
Oh, like lobster.
A lobster tail.
Ooh, I could go for some lobster.
I think I'm gonna have to go with seafood. Lobster tail with the king crab.
That sounds
melted butter. Oh,
I'm gonna eat that, but I'm gonna eat it in sushi form.
Yeah, I'm not a sushi guy.
No.
Love seafood, don't like sushi.
And
I need to try it again.
For sure. If you haven't had it in a while, because I actually, as a kid, I didn't like sushi.
The last time I had sushi was with you, and how long has that been?
It has been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
We should try it again sometime. If you don't like it, I'll eat it.
And I'm going to have to go with, for dessert, brownie sundae.
Ooh, brownie sundae sounds really good. I haven't had a banana split in a while. I don't know why that reminded me of.
Banana splits.
I know.
Are good. I love ice cream. Me and Gracie go every either Saturday or Sunday.
Really?
Yep.
Where do you go?
Just Dairy Queen.
Okay. Dairy Queen's got some good stuff. You get like the Blizzard, or do you usually get the brownie sundae?
Oh, I get the Blizzard.
Blizzard. What kind of Blizzard?
Cookie dough, extra cookie dough.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that sounds really good.
That's my fave.
What does she get? She switches up.
She switches up. Right now she's on just a regular sundae with chocolate drizzle.
Nice.
So
nothing wrong with that.
Nope. And I think it makes her sleepy because she falls asleep almost every time we go get ice cream. And then it's all over her lap and all over my car.
Well, she's just super comfortable. Like she just has her favorite dessert and she's with her favorite person.
She's like an old man. Yeah. Nap time. Got my dinner, got my snack. Out.
Time for beta bye. I think I know who she gets that from.
Yeah. Yeah.
From you. Especially at movies. Yeah.
Working 3 jobs at the time, right?
I know. All right. Have you ever gotten the chance to experience an eclipse? If so, where were you, and what did you think about it?
Yes. And I was still living in Indiana. So I'm going to say I was probably 9 or 10 at the time.
Okay.
Maybe 8. I don't know. Dad was out of town. Dad was at work, and so he called Mom. Maybe I was younger than that because I was out of school. I don't know. I was young.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between the ages of 5 and 10. Dad called Mom and told her to go get his welding mask.
Oh, so you could see it through that. That's a good idea because he probably had multiple.
Yeah. So we went and got the welding mask, put it on, and we got to look up, and you got to see.
You got to see the entire
eclipse.
That's cool.
So it was pretty sweet.
That's really cool.
That's the only reason I remember that, because I remember the welding mask and watching the eclipse actually happen.
I should get a welding mask just for that occasion.
Just for that occasion.
Yeah.
Don't they only happen like once every...
Worth it.
You're going to make it another 100 years, huh?
Yep. Worth the money.
Worth the wait, too. I hope you make it.
No, it's more often than 100 years. Because it just happened recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, for sure. Yeah, because that was the one that I remember the most. Because...
I think there's ever, like... Yeah, but there's, like, big ones, right? Where, like, it actually goes dark.
Yeah, but that's just... It's depending on where you are in the world. Because it happens, like, pretty frequently. It's just depending on where you are. Yeah. So, like, I was up in...
So you could probably go check one out every year then, huh?
Maybe. I don't know exactly how often they are.
What do you know?
I don't... this is the stupidest podcast.
You're
I don't know
the star here is what I was told, so...
Well, yeah, but just because the sun is a star, too, doesn't mean I know everything about it. I just know stuff about dumb stuff.
Stupid stuff.
Yeah. But, no, the reason I said that was because of... Like, I was actually up in on Isle Royal, on the island on Lake Superior. and it was the best one I've ever seen. I had like those specialty glasses that you could get like for free at wherever you pick them up. I think we got it at a gas station or something. And we even had an Eclipse show on Isle Royal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Moonlight community was able to play on the dock where everybody was like watching the eclipse. Like there was a show, I can't remember if it was before or after or both. Like just played a bunch of music, and we had to like create some of the instruments because we had a guitar or 2 guitars, I think. And then AJ had to like we had to get a pickle drum from the restaurant and make a drum set out of a pickle drum and the floor mat from our cabin. It was really cool.
That's pretty cool.
Like they did incredible job for that
sweet.
show. Just spur of the moment. And actually, I think we did have the shows like scheduled, but spur of the moment drums sounded amazing. And he did a really great job of doing everything with the floor mat. Like he did really cool stuff. Like it was a really good show.
Really?
Yeah. But
that's legit.
Yeah, that's what sparked the question. I always think of that moment. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Me, right?
Yeah.
What is the weirdest accident and the worst accident you have ever seen or been a part of?
Well, the weirdest one that I was ever a part of was actually at my mom and Chuck's wedding. So my mom and stepdad. I was in the vehicle with Chuck's brother, and we were driving to the wedding, and we got T-boned.
Ooh. Right
before the wedding.
Really?
Yep.
That's not a good sign.
No, it wasn't. Well, I mean, they're still here. So, but, yeah, no, that was the weirdest one because I was a little kid and I just didn't expect to get in an accident on a day like that. It was weird.
That's crazy. I'm superstitious big time.
Nah.
And I'd be like, this is God telling me something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd get cold feet big time.
No, if you think you would, if that happened at your wedding?
Yeah. I'd been like, nope, can't do it.
Like, how superstitious are you? Like, what like level would have to happen for you to like get cold feet? Like, what if it wasn't an accident? What if it was like somebody stubbed their toe?
Oh. No, it's something. It'd have to be something
significant
like that. And like, obviously, he doesn't want me to get there.
Well, I mean, we it was right outside the place, so he
didn't want me to go in.
We still went in. Like it just took took a little longer.
That's his sign.
Yeah. I saw the sun.
I don't know. That would really shake me.
Yeah. Even if it wasn't like it's not like you're the groom.
Yep.
You're not the one that got in the accident. It was your brother that got in the accident.
Oh, Chuck wasn't even in the car.
No, it was yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't.
Like they were there.
I thought Chuck was in the car.
No, we were like just going. I was just with his brother.
Then I'd be fine. I'd be like, okay, get in here, you dummies.
Yeah.
But if I was in the car.
So it's a different story if you're in the car.
Yeah. Yeah, big time.
Does it matter? Does it matter? It was a truck. It wasn't a car. Does that matter?
No. No.
No, I mean, if I were...
It would matter how big... What hit you? You were in the truck?
We were in the truck, and I think...
And a car hit you?
I think it was a car that hit us. I can't remember. I was pretty young.
See, now the size of the car that hit me would make a difference, too.
Really?
Yeah, if it's something small, like a little smart car, I'd be like, got jokes today, huh? All right. But if it was a semi, I'd be like, all right, dude, I get it. I'm not going.
Really? I guess I didn't even think of that. Like that, I guess could make a little bit of a difference. I don't know. If I don't think I would think of it as a sign.
Everything's a sign.
Huh?
Just saying.
Okay.
I'm a baseball player, though. There's superstitions was everything.
Yeah, that's true.
I never, ever stepped on a chalk line.
Oh, yeah. That's a huge one in baseball. I remember that one. What about, like, the step on a crack, break your mama's back?
No, I didn't care about that.
You didn't care about that? You don't care about your mom's back?
No. She's fine. black cats. Don't like them.
Yeah.
Don't want them. Stepping on a ladder, I will walk all the way around.
Dang.
Yeah,
I knew you were superstitious. I didn't know you were that superstitious, though.
Yeah, I don't like it. If I have to walk under a ladder, I'm like, I get the heebie-jeebies. It's happened. I've walked under them.
I was going to say, I've walked under many ladders. I also broke a mirror when I was 7, and I was devastated on that one because I was 7.
Look where you're at right now. See, life could be so much better.
Yeah, but it ends after 7 years.
Yeah. Well,
so
things are starting to look up just now, aren't they?
But no, I would have started looking up when I was 14.
Yeah.
Everything was fine. I'd never had bad luck. I don't think. Never had really great luck. I've never had bad luck.
You might have had good luck.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't have broken me.
I shouldn't have done it. I didn't do it on purpose. I think I just dropped it. I don't know why I was carrying a mirror at 7 years old. I think it was just a little one, though.
Test.
I think it was like one of those hand ones.
Testing you.
Huh. My bad.
You failed.
I fail a lot of things. I'm not too worried about it.
There's some guys that were like in the major leagues.
Really superstitious.
Like Matt Lawton, I heard, was one of the most superstitious guys in baseball.
Really? What?
Struck out, new bat, new batting gloves. Caught stealing, new cleats before next inning. Missed a fly ball, new glove.
Wow, that's expensive.
Well, he's
I guess
professional baseball player.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, no, I guess I've never thought of that. I've heard of people wearing the same socks or jock strap or however you want to say that. I said that kind of weird, jock strap. I've heard of all of that stuff, especially with just watching football games.
I remember watching a video, and the equipment manager was, this pile right here is for the team, and almost the exact same equal size pile. This is for Matt.
Wow.
I was like, holy cow.
That's crazy. I get superstitious about some things, but that seems overdoing it. That's like my OCD when I was younger. I overdid it.
Right?
I don't know. But another one that I had, one that I saw, that was it was the weirdest and the worst that I've seen. We were actually leaving a county fair when I was a little kid.
Okay.
And we're leaving, and this guy was on his motorcycle, just not doing smart things on his motorcycle. And he peeled out in front of us. He went around us. Even though we were in front of him, he went around us and sped up in front of us, floored it, and kept going. And my stepdad was like, wouldn't it be the shits if we went around this corner and he was just in the ditch, because he was just not doing the smartest thing. And we go around the corner and he went head on with a car.
Oh no.
Yeah. Didn't make it. Yeah, it was the craziest, worst accident. And it was just weird that he saw it coming, because he's like, well, this guy's not doing what he should be doing. And next thing you know. Yeah.
Dang.
I was a kid, so I didn't know all of the details until I was an adult. They hid it from me that night.
Right.
But yeah, that was a rough one.
Weirdest one I ever saw was at a Twins game.
Oh. During the game?
During the game. Foul ball.
Oh, I was thinking a car accident. I was joking.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Foul ball. Guy's going to catch it in the stands. Goes in to catch it. Has drinks in his hands. Leans over. Falls over 2 rows of chairs. Spills his drinks all over these people. Makes the catch. But
wow.
Spilled every one of his.
Yep.
He had a whole tray of drinks. All over these people.
Did anybody get hurt?
He got a little hurt.
Yeah.
But he dove pretty much 2-3 rows.
Ouch.
I don't think a ball's worth all that.
No, especially
especially the drinks. Those are $6 a piece probably.
Yeah. Well, not every game, but if you go to a game early and just watch BP, you can get a ball. It's not that hard. I was an usher for a while, and I had balls all the time. I was just giving them, like, every time I got a ball, I just gave it to a kid, and it was like pretty frequently. Like, it was crazy.
He didn't give them to kids, people.
He wanted it himself for sure.
Yeah. Rademacher pocketed every ball that he got.
No, he
never handed.
I gave the ball to people.
No, you should see his house. There's balls everywhere.
No, those are balls that I have purchased. I do have balls, but I purchased my balls.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Worst accident I've ever been a part of was I was 16, 17. Just started driving, first or second year. First date with a girl. Very first date. Me and her doubled with one of my best friends. We're on our way to take her home. And we come around this sharp corner. And all of a sudden we see two cars pull U's right on the curve. Like illegal as
hell. Yeah.
And the third one waited. Wasn't going. And as soon as my front of my bumper reached her back bumper, she goes. And I T-boned her. I saw the look in that girl's... She was a high schooler, too. Saw the look of that girl's face for nights. And I smoked her car. She's fine. She might have broke her arm or something like that, but that stuck in my eyes.
Yeah, like just seeing the facial reaction of somebody that you are about to...
My buddy's like, how do you remember that? I'm like, he was in the backseat. He's like, how do you remember that? I go, dude, I saw it clear as day.
Yeah, how do you forget? That should be the question. Wow.
Yeah. It did some major damage to her car. My car was practically fine. Like, I cracked my bumper. But her car, I hit, like, pretty much dead center of the doors. So, like, the bar that goes in between the two doors, you know?
Yep.
Was indented probably, like, 8 inches.
Wow. So you hit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never been a part of anything like that.
That was the worst accident I've ever been in.
Yeah, I've while I was driving, I think the worst I've done is just I've gone into ditches.
Yep.
Put a car in a hole one time. That's embarrassing.
Went in the ditch a few winters. I got T-boned on 10.
Okay, yeah.
Right after my blue Jeep.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yep.
That was a bad one. When I got sued from the neighbor.
I don't remember that.
I was in high school, senior year, whatever, and coming up to a stoplight. The light is still yellow. She slams on her brakes. I slam on mine. I slide into her bumper. Barely bumper. Barely nick her. And in the old, like, 97, 98 Suburbans, the plug-in for, like, a trailer, that plug-in was held by, like, a clip rather than built into the bumper like they are now. I broke the clip. It was the only damage I've done. $30 in damage, if that. Find out it's the neighbor. Well, it's the old neighbor that used to live across the street. She's suing me for $275,000, saying that she had hospital bills, needed freaking emotional damage, psychiatry, all this. Yeah, it was coming after me for like $275,000, $250,000.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and Dad knew right. Like he's like, she thinks she's coming after me because Dad owns his own business.
Oh, so she was coming after his money.
Yeah, she thought she was coming after Dad. And I'm like, he goes, she doesn't know that you're not any part. Like I've never been on my parents' insurance. I've never been on any part of that. In my car, they've never bought me a car, nothing. Everything was in my name. So she was coming after me.
And you didn't have any of that.
No, but I had full coverage and everything. So my insurance company took over it. It got thrown out so fast.
I bet. That's, well, especially like after you look at the damage, there's no way they would have been able to prove that there was that medical and no.
So then we ended up going into court or whatever, and we find out that this is the 6th time that she's tried doing this.
Oh my God. 6 times?
Yeah.
You'd think after the 2nd and 3rd time, people would just be like, okay, well, this is not real, and we're going to throw this out right now.
Yep.
Wow. Damn. Okay, what's the craziest locker room experience that you've ever had? There's the loon.
Oh, the loon is back. We keep forgetting.
The craziest locker room experience that you've had.
It's not crazy, but kind of gross, but funny. We had one guy that always he'd grab his nutsack and he'd call it monkey brains.
Oh my God.
And he'd go around. Like, seriously, if cancel culture and all that was going on,
it'd be right there.
Yeah, our locker room would have been so much trouble.
No.
Because he went around just like, hey, have you seen my monkey's brains? Boom! And I'm like, aw, dude, put that shit away.
Yeah, that's...
So that's probably the worst one.
Yeah.
We had a kid. They tried to... he goes, I could fit in the locker.
So he was like going to put himself in a locker?
Yeah, well, we had in our gym, like, we had regular lockers, but then in our gym lockers, there was the big football ones, and then there was really tiny ones. He said, I could fit in there. And we were like, no way. He's like, yeah, I could fit in there. No problem. He goes and slides in there, and he's like, close the door. We close the door, and when we closed the door, something on his clothing or something like got hooked into the doors hinge, the lock.
Oh no.
So we couldn't get it open. He was stuck in there.
For how long?
We had to get a janitor. They had to cut the door open. So he was in there for like probably an hour or two.
Wow.
Like, they literally had to go get grinders and cut the hinges to get the door out.
I bet he never did that again.
Oh, he got in some serious trouble.
I bet. Wow. Yeah, no,
He got in trouble, and the guy that closed the door got in trouble. I was like, I was just watching.
Yeah. I was just watching, laughing.
Yeah.
I was just enjoying the experience. Yeah, that's a crazy locker room experience, I'd say.
So
I didn't even go crazy. I just when I was working the Vikings catering, coolest locker room experience that I ever had was I got to go into the Packers locker room and the Bucks locker room. That was really cool, and I got to give all of the Bucks players a free large pizza.
So it was like going in a men's room and then going in the ladies' room?
What? What do you mean going in the ladies' room?
Well, the Packers.
Oh, yes. Yep. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. No, I only got to go in the Packers locker room because we had to get food in the locker room. They wanted it in there, and they weren't in there at the time. So I just got to go in the locker room.
Those locker rooms got to be like legit.
Yeah, they are legit. But it was like at the Viking Stadium, so it was the away one. So it wasn't as nice because actually it reminded me of another one. I'll talk about the Twins locker room here in a second. But the Bucks was my favorite because I got to give the pizza out to everybody. And it was a free large pizza for everybody. Players, coaches, staff, like everybody that walked out of their locker room got a free pizza. But not everybody wanted an entire pizza. Like most of them would be like 2 or 3 or 4 of them would share one. So we had like, I don't even know how many pizzas they ordered. They ordered probably like 200 pizzas. And we probably had like 30 or 40 extra pizzas by the end of the time. So like all of us, I brought like 3 pizzas home, which was awesome. That was my favorite part of that experience.
Nice.
Who doesn't like free pizza?
Fuck yeah.
But no, it actually reminded me of one more crazy locker room experience. So I was walking through the Twins locker room, and I thought I was going to be just walking through because I had to get to the room on the other side, and I thought it was an empty locker room. Well, it wasn't. There was a player in there, and I saw a naked Twins butt. I didn't see the front. I just saw the butt.
Who was it?
I don't want to say names.
Oh, come on. Who's a player?
He was a player.
Yeah, who?
I'm just gonna say.
Say his position.
No, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to get it in trouble. I don't think.
How are you gonna see? Like he mooned you?
No. He was just changing.
Yeah.
Like he was in the locker room, so he had every right to do what he was doing.
So who was it?
And that doesn't matter. I'll tell you later.
Was it a nice butt?
I wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it was better than mine for sure. He's a professional athlete. I wasn't like attracted to it, but it was a good butt.
Don't lie.
It was a good butt.
All right. If you were a steak, what cut would you be, and what cut would I be?
Well, I think I would be prime rib because it's delicious.
Okay.
And I'm delicious, and I go good with au jus sauce.
Okay.
Actually, steak. That steak does. I don't.
You think you're that fine of a cut?
I'm not that fine of a cut. I really like it, and it's my favorite, and I want to say that I'm that good.
That good. Okay. How about me?
I think
if you say rump roast, I'm good.
No, that's what you're gonna say for me. I know it. No, I was gonna say I think T-bone, just because I think that's your favorite. Is it?
No.
Oh, every time you make me steak, it's always a T-bone, so that's why I just assumed. But that's why I said that, just because that reminds me of you.
Okay. For me, I think I am a porterhouse.
Why is that?
I'm not the finest cut.
But you're up there.
But I'm a big hunk of meat, and I'm delicious. I'm a lot to take in, but I'm still good.
There you go.
So I think I'm a porterhouse.
I think you're a porterhouse. Is porterhouse, is that like better quality or lesser quality than T-bone? I don't know much about the cuts.
It's about the same level. It's a bigger steak, so it's actually more. So
okay.
For you, I would go. I think I'm gonna go with a New York strip.
New York? Why is that? Just because I like stripping?
No, I think you're a good chunk of meat. Refined, can be good if you're cooked the right way.
But I'm like an acquired taste, or what?
No, not that. But
I have parts of me that aren't good.
No.
Well, if I'm not cooked right.
Wait, I didn't say that.
Well, you're saying like.
No, you're putting words in my mouth.
Okay.
I'm saying if things are good, if it's cooked by the right chef, you're phenomenal. It's some people's favorite piece of meat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying is...
if I'm not cooked right, I can be not everybody's favorite?
No, will you quit going there? What I'm saying is, now you throw...
I'm sorry.
You've interrupted so much, I don't even know where I was going with this.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
What I was going to say was, you're a smaller steak, so you leave people wanting more.
Oh, I like that. I was going a negative way because you said rump roast, and I thought you were going for a joke somewhere in there.
No.
I was just trying to beat you to the punch.
I would never.
I like that. I like trying to leave people with wanting more. I do that with my job all the time.
I have a New York strip. I never get full off of a New York strip.
And you just want a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I tried to do that.
But what I was going to say about the cooking part was, if you're not cooked right, it's not my favorite. So that's your OCD.
Oh, yeah.
When your OCD is at its highest,
you're just like, oh, come on, man. Like, let's just do this.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll come back. Probably be better the second round.
Nah.
The leftover. Reheat that steak for me, would you?
Reheat that Roddy for me. All right, I like that. All right. So I'm going to go into my next one.
Okay.
What is your favorite body part? I know we were talking about cow body parts, but now we're talking about your body parts. What is your favorite body part?
I got two.
Okay.
My eyes.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't even think of eyes.
So do I have to name something for you, or just me?
Whatever you want. I just did. That was the question. I don't know. Whatever direction you want to take.
Well, the two that I was thinking about for me was my eyes, baby blues, I've always gotten compliments on my eyes. And then my butt.
You have always got compliments about your butt.
I got a ghetto booty.
You got a big one.
I got some junk in the trunk.
Yes, you do.
I remember freshman year of college. I'm sitting in the lunchroom, and this black girl comes up and smacks me up the backside of the head. I go, what was it? And I know her.
Okay.
I go, what was that for? She goes, I just noticed. You got my ass. I go, what do you mean? She goes, your ass is way better than mine, and I'm black. I go, sorry? Like, what do you want me to do here?
You're like, you want to borrow some?
Yeah, like, where are we going with this? She was so upset. She's like, such a ghetto booty. and dude, I've heard it my whole life, too. Like, playing baseball. I've had times where girls would be in the stands yelling out, you have a nice butt, pitcher, and all that. And this is where it gets really weird is, like, I'll go to hit, and, like, I'm rounded first going into second or whatever, and I'll come back to the dugout, and I'll have teammates that go, you know, girls are kind of right. You do have a cute butt. I'm like, dude, stop.
I mean, at least you're getting compliments everywhere. Like, that's nice. I remember in high school, I got a couple compliments about, like, but it was only, like, when I wore my football pants.
Yeah.
Like, where it, like, does the whole shape. Because I usually don't wear pants that, like, show my butt, I guess.
I do.
Oh, do you, like, seek that out?
No.
Okay. I don't seek it. I just happen to wear pants that
I just know what pants that like.
You have pants that you're just like, well, yeah, I'm gonna. I need to show off tonight.
These are a little tighter, so.
Nice. I should start doing that. Maybe I'll get some more compliments.
I don't do it as much as often anymore because I'm getting a little out of shape, but used to.
Nice. Well, yeah, I remember at the bowling alley, people would always comment and compliment it.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in bowling, because that's the only part people can see.
Right.
Yeah, mine, I went a different route. I did hands. I do everything with my hands, and
And you like your hands?
I like my hands. They're smaller, but I love them, and I have very good hand-eye coordination.
Do you like your nails?
I like my nails. Yeah. I don't mind them. I have to, like, I make sure that they're always trim. I don't bite them or anything, so I, like, try to treat them as well as I can. I don't like, get them manicured or anything. Or is it manicure? That's hands, right? Or is it pedicure?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I haven't ever had one of those, but I've been told that I should. Like, I've actually been invited to go with people.
Be a hand model.
You think I could be a hand model?
I don't know.
I don't think I could be a hand model.
You ever seen that episode of Friends?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I met my hand twin.
Yeah.
What, Joey? My hand, like, look at these.
Yeah. No, I just said that just 'cause I like hands. I like my hands.
Okay.
Never had an issue with them. I mean, other people have issues. Like, they say that my hands are too small, but I don't care. I like them.
There you go. Your hands. It's definitely not something I thought you were going to pick.
I would have said eyes, actually. Now that you, like, said eyes. I love my eyes because I have good vision, and I've always been told, like, when I was a kid, they said that I had eagle vision. I don't know what that means, but I liked the sound of it, so I used that. And I think I still have pretty good vision now, which is crazy because, like, I really, like, love my vision while I'm, like, driving at night, which is crazy because, like, my mom says that she has the worst night vision. Like, when she's driving a car at night, she can't see anything. And I'm, like, the complete opposite. I feel like I see everything. So that's why I like my eyes. Not saying they look pretty. I just, they look like their vision is nice.
Is really good.
Yes.
What color eyes do you have?
Blue. Baby blues, just like you.
I knew that. But
oh, yeah, I should.
For the listeners.
Yeah.
All right. Right now, what is your favorite song right now? Like, the song that you're listening to the most. Like when you're having a bad day, you just click it on. Boom.
Well, that's been the same song for basically my entire life.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
It's All Star by Smash Mouth.
You are a big Smash Mouth guy. I forget that.
I love Smash Mouth. All Star is my favorite song, and I will listen to that every day. Every time I hear that come off from my playlist, I will listen to that song 100%. I'll sing every word of it, and I'll sing it at karaoke. I don't sing it at karaoke very often because
no, you don't.
I love the song when they sing it. I don't like the way I sing it unless I hear the song. Like in my car, I will belt it out, but I can hear the song over me. I thought about
singing it a few times.
I love that song. If you sang it, I would definitely I'd go up on stage with you for singing that one. I'm not.
Why have we never thought about doing that one together then?
We should. I'm down. I know every word of that song.
So do I.
Yeah.
Good song. Right now I am addicted to Morgan Wallen, Sand in My Boots. It's a really good song. I don't know why, but I just keep listening to it.
I might have to listen to that on the way home tonight.
Yeah, it's a good song. Have you heard it or no?
I feel like I have. I'm
I like a couple. I like a couple by him. But yeah, he's my favorite right now. And then I'm really into Marcus King right now. I met him through, I didn't meet him, but I heard him through Tom Segura's podcast.
Oh, is he the guy that you sent that video to me?
I think so.
Yeah.
Might have been.
He's got just a beautiful voice.
It's kind of bluesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his voice does not match what he looks like.
That's the guy you sent me. Yep, yeah. For sure. 100%.
Dude, it's amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
It's like, and Tom talks about it. Like you'll see him on other podcasts talking about him. Like, hey, I finally listened to that Marcus King you got. And he's like, is that guy like? Voice does not matter. Like that's a voice that that God has just reached down to touch. Like there's not a voice out there like it.
Yeah,
it's pretty freaking amazing.
That's really good.
Because I think he's in almost a category of his own.
Like just
music style.
Style, okay.
Like he's bluesy, but not blues. He's rock, but not fully rock. He's kind of country, but not country.
So he's just I
think he's creating his own genre.
I'll have to listen to him again, but yeah, that he's really good.
Like I wouldn't know where to place him. Somebody asked me, "Well, what is he? Is he a rock and roll?" I'd have to call him a rocker, but I don't think he's a rocker. I think he's got more blues than rock. Because his guitar playing is rock. His voice kind of country.
Yeah, I mean that's
very good singer. But Morgan Wallen, "Sand in My Boots" is the song that I'm.
Okay. No, I'll have to listen to that one I'll listen to both of them on the way home. I got enough time.
So I'm really weird, and I have a song that I've always picked out for like my wedding song.
Okay.
Do you have one?
I don't have a song. With that stuff, I'm gonna either rely on the person I'm marrying, or I'm gonna have to rely on everybody in Moonlight to pick songs for me. Because I don't. No? I care about it, but I don't know about it.
You need a selection to pick from.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, if it were up to me, I would literally.
Because I know you care about it. Yeah. But you just need a sample size.
I need a sample size, or just here's kind of what you're supposed to do. Right. You know what I mean? Here's the direction. Direction. Yep.
The song that I really want as my first song would be by Peter Gabriel and Book of Love.
It's called Book of Love?
Yep.
Nice.
By Peter Gabriel.
I'm sure I've heard it. I can't think of it right now.
It's really sappy, really low.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
Right. And I'm very cliche, but I have my daddy-daughter dance already picked out too.
Yeah?
Butterfly Kisses.
Nice. Do you guys listen to that one together a lot?
No.
Maybe you should.
Maybe you should.
That way you can kind of lead into it and you'd be like, you know what?
This is us.
And maybe, well, I mean, maybe you're not even going to be the one that picks it out.
I gotta wait for her to get a little older.
Okay. But I mean, if you do that, like down the road, maybe she's going to be like, you know what? I remember listening to this. And like, just do it randomly. And just like when you hear that song, just like do a little dance with her. Kind of put it in her brain. Like,
brother-in-law just had a daddy-daughter dance.
Oh.
Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was really good. He did really well.
That's awesome.
Andy, if you're listening, very proud of you, buddy. Did good. Got some moves.
Is there a video of it?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch that.
Not big moves, but he's got moves.
Well, better than mine, I bet.
So, it was good. It was really good.
That's sweet. Okay. Oh. Mine is another weird one. But what is your favorite eating utensil?
I was gonna say like spork.
Oh yeah, yep.
Just to be weird and out there, but it's definitely not a spork. To be honest, I would throw every spork away. They're terrible.
I love them. It wasn't exactly my answer, and I know I didn't share this answer with you, but mine was a spork knife. Like, you know, the one that even has the knife on it, like the camping ones. That's what I put as my answer because I know it's not like ideal for everyday use. I just really like it. Just reminds me of camping, and so I love it.
I gotta go with a knife.
Knife, like a steak knife or butter knife. Like what kind of knife? Or like one of those chopping knives, like a kitchen knife.
I'd have to be honest, I'd go with if I had only one utensil that I had to live with for the rest, I'd have to go with a pocket knife.
So you're gonna cut your food and stuff with that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
If I had to go with like one thing to cut stuff.
The reason I go with a pocket knife, like it's a utensil, as like if I'm stranded on an island.
Yeah.
I can use it as a spoon because it's a little wider of a knife.
Okay, I guess.
Than like a steak knife.
Yeah.
It's a little wider.
Is it wider than a steak knife?
Yeah. Okay. Mine is, at least.
Okay, I guess I don't have one that's super wide.
So I can kind of use the backside so you're not like cutting yourself as almost like a spoonish. I can stab, so it's like a fork.
Yeah.
I can cut like it's a knife.
There you go.
And to be honest, if I don't like it as a spoon, I could take a stick and carve out a spoon.
Yeah, there you go.
So I have to go with a knife.
I think if I were to go with a knife, I'd go with a steak knife. If I had to like choose knives, just because like I feel like that's the most versatile of kitchenware. Like I'm not saying like yours isn't kitchenware, but like
yeah,
if I were to specifically,
so if I had to like obviously a pocket knife is not kitchenware. So if I have to pick a knife from kitchenware, I don't even know if I'd go with a steak knife.
No.
Thinking not a paring knife, too small. Steak knife. If it's the right steak knife.
Yeah, there are different steak knives, aren't there? There's like the thin ones, and then there's like the little bit thicker,
serrated edges ones. Yeah. There's cheaper ones. If it's the right steak knife, I could probably go with the steak knife. Butcher knife is too big.
There are like in betweens though.
Yeah.
Like there's like the cutting knives where it like cuts certain veggies or meats or.
I'd probably go with a steak knife, but it'd have to be the right steak knife.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I think the steak knife would be my stepdad's favorite, but he would use it for other stuff too. Like he would use a steak knife to pick things out of his teeth. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
I've never done that. That seems way too dangerous. I would never do that. I would cut my gums up so hard.
Yeah.
I would maybe it's just because I have sensitive gums. I should probably floss more, huh? Is that what that means?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I think that is what that means, isn't it? If your gums are sensitive.
Yeah, I have sensitive gums, and
it means you don't floss enough. Is that what it means?
Well, I don't floss.
Oh, you don't?
I don't. I will if I need to. I have it at home. I don't do it every day.
Well, I don't do it every day.
I do it like if I have food in my teeth, for sure I'll do it.
I'd say I do it probably 3 times a week.
Wow.
Maybe more.
I buy
those picks.
Oh yeah, for sure. I use those picks. I use those picks.
Dental floss.
Yeah, I use those picks maybe once a month. I don't use it.
Oh, I see that.
Does that count?
I use those as probably 3 times a week.
I use that.
That's dental floss.
I guess yeah. I didn't.
That's flossing.
I guess.
That wasn't. Yes, that's definitely flossing.
Oh well, then I floss
once a month.
About on like.
So,
yeah, sometimes
3, 4 times.
Wow.
3 times a week.
That's a lot. That's way more than I do.
Could be like Bert.
What's Bert do?
He doesn't brush. He picks.
Like, say that, what?
Bert doesn't brush his teeth, but maybe like once a week is what I've heard.
Really?
Yeah. He water picks.
Oh, water pick. Okay, so it's like he like sprays water on his teeth like really close?
Yeah. It's like a water pick.
Oh. I've never even heard of that, I guess.
Oh. Yeah, it's like flossing, but with water. It's just a jet.
I mean, that sounds...
But it's not scrubbing or anything like that. It's kind of weird.
And it's only water? It doesn't have any, like, sort of, like, antibacterial, like, or, like, toothpaste or nothing?
No, Bert's... To be honest, Bert's not very hygienic.
I was going to say, that doesn't seem super hygienic.
He doesn't shower.
Wow, really?
Like, he does. But if he goes in the pool... He counts that as a bath.
No.
And a shower.
No.
Yep.
I shower at least once a day. I will shower twice a lot.
What did he say? I think he said in one of his episodes, too, he was like, yeah, and if I go in the ocean, that's like 2.
Why is that 2?
The salt really grinds into things. I'm like, what?
I don't...
I think that's worse.
Yeah, that would be worse. So, like that's like going in.
As much as I love Bert, I'm like, I'm kind of scared to see what you smell like.
Yeah. I remember I had an old college roommate that would go in the river and then not shower after the river, which the river is worse than the ocean.
It's not clean at all.
Not at all, and like it would make you like stink and like.
To be honest, if I go into some different kind of like even especially a pool because I can't stand chlorine smell.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go into any kind of like river, lake, or like that's the first thing I'm doing when I get home. Like I'm not even talking to you guys anymore. I'm going straight to the bathroom, straight to a shower. Well, I got to get this off of me because I just feel grody.
That's what we did today. We went disc golfing outside, and then we were in that little rowboat where you like row with your feet.
That was the first thing I did was go straight upstairs.
I didn't even get wet, and I took a shower. Like I don't know. Well, it was also hot. It got to like 95.
I stripped down and went out in that water.
Yeah, you did. I forgot about that. You were down to your undies.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, nobody was there.
I wouldn't have cared.
You wouldn't?
No, I still would have done it.
Okay. I mean, you just needed that extra, like, what was it, like 5 feet to get your disc.
Yeah, my shorts were too long, so I needed that extra 4 inches to go up the old thigh.
Yeah, you barely got your pants damp, and you're like, I'm taking these off. I'm like, okay.
Because I needed to go in another 2-3 inches, and I'm like...
Yeah, because that disc wasn't moving. I thought it was getting closer to the shore, but then you, like kind of tapped it that one time and, like, pushed it out a little further.
You kept saying it was coming in. I'm like, I don't think it's moving.
It looked like it was. It was because the waves were, like, going by it, but I think it was literally just stationary.
It felt like it was grounded.
Yeah.
Like there was a little...
Oh, like when you were pulling on it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like when I went to go under it, I think it was caught on a weed or something. Like it was not...
There was a lot of weeds in that.
But... Water was warm.
That's good.
It definitely wasn't cold.
Well, I mean, it wasn't cold outside. It was hot.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
I think we hit 90 today. We had to have hit 90.
Well, dude, it in my car at one point today, it said 95.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in my car. Well, not in my car, but...
I got burnt today. I can feel it right now.
That makes for a rough next day. Especially you're going to have to be outside again. I'm going to be outside most of the day tomorrow, too.
I need to start wearing some sleeveless so I don't get this farmer's tan going.
That would be helpful.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
All right. Do you sleep with a fan or a TV or radio on while you sleep?
Yes.
To which one?
Well, all of them I have. But mostly the fan during the summer because it gets pretty warm, and so I like to have like either the ceiling fan or like an oscillation fan blowing on me. Those are my two in the summer. Otherwise, every single night I have to have my TV on. I love falling asleep listening to any kind of show. I used to fall asleep watching The Office every single night, and now it's just kind of a hob job. Like, I got a bunch of different shows that I watch, like either Netflix, Hulu. I'll watch DVDs. I'll watch everything. Just want to fall asleep, and it's usually something that I've watched before, because I don't want to like. It like turns my brain off because I know what's happening, so I can kind of picture what's going on, but I don't need to like focus on it because I'm not like doing any new images in my head, I guess. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, absolutely. To all of them. I will fall asleep with the TV on. I'll put music on my phone at the same time, and I always have a phone going or a fan going.
How do you do both?
Sound.
Well, I know, but like, why would you do TV and the phone though?
I don't know.
That would be very confusing.
It really, it helps shut down my brain.
So it's just like any kind of, it doesn't matter. Like, the noise doesn't need to make sense. You just need the noise.
I just need the noise.
Oh.
Otherwise, my mind just runs.
Well, my mind runs like. To
be honest, I sleep better if I have both running. If I have one running,
I would be the opposite, I think. I've never done it, but I would get so confused because I would try to listen to one.
I'll put a TV show on, and it's usually something that I've already seen. Mm-hmm. If it's something I haven't seen, I'm kind of screwed.
Yeah, that I'm on the same page. I'd love that.
If it's something I've already seen like 1,000 times, I usually put that on, and then I'll put music on. And the reason that is then my brain isn't focusing on what's happening in one spot.
I have the opposite, because I would want to focus on one, and then the other one would be distracting me.
No, because then if I'm focusing on one, my brain's going to have a conversation with myself.
Do you do that, like, just watching TV and movies anyways?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I don't. Like, I'm focused. I'm like, what's happening there? I'm in that world, you know?
And I'm focusing on what I look at the minor details.
Like what?
Like when two people are talking in an episode, I'd be like, that's a pretty fucking sweet stapler.
Like, you're just looking at the back, like...
I'm looking at the background stuff and like all this. I'm looking
Is that like even on stuff that you've never seen before, or is that just on stuff that you've seen before and you're just trying to get like a new take on it?
I'll do it with new stuff, but it's mostly
stuff that you've seen before.
But new stuff too. I'm always trying to find the Easter egg.
That's why you love Disney movies then, because there's a lot of Easter eggs in those.
Mm-hmm. A lot.
I guess I didn't know that about you.
But with music playing, they kind of battle each other, so it cancels each other out.
Like, I can see it.
So it shuts down my mind completely.
Yeah, I can see it, but
I can zonk out in a freaking second because then my brain can't process it. It'll bounce too much, and then I'm like, this is making me tired. I can't focus enough.
Interesting. I never thought about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're on our trip, this is going to happen a lot?
Probably not.
No.
One thing is
okay, sweet. All right. My next one is another one that's interesting.
Oh, yeah, that was you. Yep. It was you.
All right, so what is your favorite gas? What is your favorite solid? And what is your favorite liquid? You can do whatever order. I think I actually have gas, liquid, solid.
Gas, I'm going to go with oxygen.
Oxygen. Is it because we need it to live?
Yeah, I need it to live. Favorite liquid? I was going to say Mountain Dew because I like Mountain Dew a lot. But I'm going to go with water.
Okay.
I do drink a lot of water. I love water. I love the taste of water. So water. Water's so good, too.
It is very good. I don't drink enough of it, but I love it.
And then solid. My daughter.
Okay. She is a solid. Mostly water.
Hey.
And she breathes oxygen. She's the whole package.
3. There you go. Boom.
Wow. There you go. I went childish on my answers.
Yeah?
Yeah. My favorite gas, farts. Gotta be farts. They're the funniest gas out there.
Yeah. They are. It's the comedy. It's the comedy of gases.
Yeah, exactly. For liquid, I use soda pop. So Mountain Dew Code Red,
nice.
Coca-Cola, all of them. Actually, now we got this. I bought the new Mountain Dew Rise Energy. That's pretty good. I like yours the best though. What flavor is yours again? Strawberry melon?
Strawberry melon.
I like that one. I got the berry blitz over here.
Only 25 calories.
Yeah.
They're not bad for you either.
No, it's equivalent to 2 cups of coffee. These guys are not sponsors. We're just reading the can right now.
Only 4 grams of sugar.
Mine has 0 grams of added sugar.
Yeah, I have 0, but I have 4 grams of total sugar.
Oh, I'm not looking at that part.
Wow. There's actually a lot of vitamins in this. It's actually a good drink for you.
Oh, I didn't know that. If you want to look up these nutritional facts, they're all on the can online. These are not sponsors. We're reading the can right now.
It's actually a healthy drink.
I didn't know that. I just bought them because
minus the caffeine.
Well, yeah, that's probably way up there.
Yeah, 180 grams. 180 milligrams of caffeine. That's a lot.
That is. Now you're reading the Mountain Dew.
Yeah. I don't know how much caffeine's in this.
It's a lot. A lot of sugar, a lot of caffeine. That's all it is. 100%.
Dude, there's only 5 calories in this Mountain Dew.
Wow.
Just kidding.
It's so good for you.
Just kidding.
Drink all of it.
480.
You actually already did.
Mm-hmm. Wow. All right, so...
What's your next one?
You didn't do a solid.
Oh, candy. Candy is my favorite solid. Any kind of candy, I don't care. I'll eat it.
Gummy bears.
Gummy
worms. Sour gummy worms.
Yes, sour gummy worms. You are correct.
All right. That was number 6 for you, right?
Something like that. I don't have them numbered.
What is your favorite conspiracy theory?
Well, my favorite one that I've heard, I want to say it's one of the more recent ones that I've heard, and I don't know much about it, and if we want to get into detail, I would love to do that, just not this episode. If we do get into detail, I want to have a certain guest.
Because he's all about it.
He's all about it. I want to know, he's going to have the most answers on this, but it's Pizzagate. If you guys have not heard of Pizzagate, you can do a little bit of research on your own.
Not about Domino's.
No, it's not about Domino's. No, or Pizza Hut. It's actually, it's a conspiracy about celebrities and famous people and human trafficking. It's a weird conspiracy, and there's a lot to it. Dang. Like I said, I don't have all the details, but it's a crazy one. I love it.
It's one you're getting into?
Yeah, it's one that, I would definitely do. I'm going to do some more research on it and at least kind of see what it's all about. Because I know, like, what I've heard, but I've never done my research. I just heard from the person that I want to be our guest that would tell us more.
Okay.
What's yours?
Mermaids.
I
think they're real.
Yeah?
I think they're out there.
Half fish, half person?
Yep. There's been too many videos. Like the Bigfoot.
So do you think it's mermaids as in like what we know through stories and stuff? Or do you think it's a little different? Or how do you...
I think they're almost like a monster.
Almost like a
sea creature.
Like, yeah, almost like a human form, but also kind of like fish? Or like, do you think it's like the Little Mermaid?
It definitely, no. Absolutely. No. I don't think it looks, I think it looks almost alien.
Okay.
Than human.
So
from what I've seen.
Okay.
from the videos I've seen and all that.
I guess I haven't seen those videos then.
Dude, I studied up into this. I looked into this really hard for a while. And I definitely think they're out there.
Okay.
I think the government has one.
You think they have one?
Yeah. I think I saw... I saw a video clip of somebody that snuck into the secret part of the government where they had one in a tank.
So it's living?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But they don't want to admit to it.
That's an interesting one for sure. I haven't looked into that one at all.
Dude, I think our government's probably lying to us about a lot of things that we don't want us to know about.
You think so?
Well, I mean, they pretty much admitted aliens are real.
Yeah, I did hear about that. I don't know anything about it. I would have to do way more research. I have just heard what comedians say.
They're coming out and saying yes to a lot of things. Like all those people that were in like the 50s and 60s that were considered psycho conspiracy theory people.
Mm-hmm.
All the things that we called them nuts about, the government's saying is actually true now. Like aliens and this and that and that. All right, so the crazy people now that we're talking about, how much of what their conspiracy theories are real?
Well, we're going to find out in about 50 years.
I know.
They'll say that all of it is true. And they'll...
Yep.
But what if it's like on South Park where they're like, the government wants to seem like they're all-knowing and like doing all this stuff, but in all reality, they have zero control. And they actually have less control than we actually think. What about that conspiracy theory?
I don't agree with that one.
No.
I think they're controlling everything to benefit themselves.
Nah. There's a lot of stuff out there.
I think they'll lie about something to get you to go buy this thing because they're invested into that thing.
Like that company like is giving them money to like feed you. Is that what you're saying?
I think they're probably part owner of that company.
Mm.
And they're like, well, this stuff isn't good for you. You need to go to this stuff. You find out they own that stuff.
I could see that. There's a lot that...
I don't know.
I don't know what to think.
I'm not smart enough.
Me either.
Too stupid.
That's why we have this podcast. We get to talk about
mermaids, I definitely think they're freaking out there. I've been studying a while and those, and I definitely think they're out there. There's too many videos have leaked, too many people, too many fishermen have had stories.
Do you think we would be able to communicate with them?
Not English.
No.
I don't think they can talk. Maybe they can, but I don't think so.
I mean, that'd be difficult to like communicate underwater unless it was like some sort of like a dolphin or whale type noise. Sound, yeah.
I think they can communicate just in their own way, like an animal.
Mm-hmm. Do you think they would breathe oxygen? Do you think we'd be able to have them out of the water?
No. I don't think so. Because if you've seen every video I see, they're fighting to get back in the water like a regular fish. Like I said, I don't think they're as human as what we make them out to be.
Okay.
I think they're more of a creature than...
Okay. I'm going to go on to my next one.
Okay.
What is your favorite insect?
You go.
Yeah,
I got a couple.
I like stick bugs.
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
I like the stick bugs because they're able to... And I also like the ones that like... There's like... I just saw this one recently, but it's a butterfly that when its wings are closed, it looks like it's a curled up leaf.
I've seen those.
Yeah, that one looks really cool. I like them like just because of the camouflage. Like it's really neat to me.
I had 3 and you picked the one. So I'm going to name the other 2. Scorpions.
Okay, yeah.
And then praying mantis.
Oh, praying mantis is a good one. Those are good answers. I like that. I don't know. Is scorpion, is that an insect technically? I guess I don't know.
Oh, I guess it's not. It's probably arachnid, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's a bug. We're counting it as an insect.
We'll count it. I mean, there are small ones. There's different sizes too. Like there's big ones and small ones in the desert. I
should have paid more attention to science class.
I don't know. I have no. I wouldn't.
What's the rules to be an insect?
You're asking the wrong guy. I'm here to ask that question. I'm not here to answer.
Man, we are stupid.
That's okay.
I really don't. I wish I would have paid more attention. Was it something about their endo or exoskeleton?
Well, no, because I think ants have the exoskeleton, and I think I would still consider them an insect.
They are an insect.
Well, I know, but I'm like saying like they have the outer, but then there's also insects that I feel have.
See, like a spider.
Maybe not.
A spider's not an insect.
It's not?
No, it's an arachnid.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, then technically I think that would probably be the difference between the two then. Maybe.
What?
We can look it up another time. The outer and inner structure. Like
but some spiders have exo.
Oh, I don't know. You got me.
I feel like we should have freaking studied.
I'm not going to study
this test. Yeah. We failed this test.
All the science teachers out there are going to hate us. I hope they still listen. If they like to listen.
I don't think so. I think they'll like us because they'll see, like, well, at least these guys tried. You could tell that they were sleeping in class, but not fully.
We're going to have a science teacher as one of our guests so they can teach us about stuff.
That'd be kind of cool.
Maybe we'll have to have that be one of the questions is, what is an insect? Like, what's the definition? Yeah, what's the definition?
What's the difference between an arachnid and an insect? Maybe an arachnid is an insect.
Maybe.
Man, I should have paid more attention in science class.
I don't know.
I don't either. All right. Would you say you are a city boy or a country boy?
I feel like I have a little bit of both. Like, because I love living in the country.
Okay.
I love having, like, just space. Like, I love being out in, like, where I'm at now. I live on 20 acres, and I love it. And you would never be able to get that in the cities.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you wouldn't be able to get an acre in the cities, you know? And, but I have, like, worked in the cities, and I like that lifestyle, too. Like, so I have both, like, wants and needs from both.
Okay.
How about you?
I'm not done with you yet.
Okay.
So if you had to pick one, which one you picking? Like I'm saying, you can only be country or you can only be city. You can never go to either or. Once you pick one, you got to stay there. Where are you going?
Man, that's tough. Can I be...
Nope.
You didn't even know what I was going to ask. There's so much to do in the cities that I love doing, so that I don't want to not be able to do those ever again. But then there's also things, because, like, I can still go visit, like, right?
No.
I can't even visit?
No, like I said, you got to pick one or the other. You're stuck. You're there forever. What are you picking?
I guess I'll go country.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think I'm going to go country just because, like, I can still watch stuff online that people are doing in the cities. I don't need to live it.
Look at what they're doing.
Look what I can't do.
How
about you?
See, I would call myself a country boy because I hate driving in the cities and all that. But I do like going down there to just hang out, party, have a good time, go dance.
I was going to say, that's the part that I love. Like, there's so much to do in a city. Like, you can go to a ball game, you can go to a bar. You can
do that in the country, too.
But not to the same level. Because you can, in a city, you can literally,
you could, if they could come to you. You can make them come to you.
You can make the city come to you?
Yeah.
How?
All right, name something you like to do in the city.
Go to a baseball game.
There's softball out in the country.
But
softball games. There's town ball.
At a professional level.
There's town ball. Those guys are pretty good. A lot of those are ex pros.
But like if somebody's going to sell you a ticket and they say they sell you a ticket for $20, $40 and you have to go watch either a professional baseball game or a town ball game, what one would you rather do?
I'm just saying you can go catch a game.
I guess. It's just not the same.
I'm not saying the same level. I'm saying you can go catch a game.
I love the experience downtown.
Name something else you like to do in the city.
How about just go to a bar, like multiple bars in a night?
There's bars in the country.
Yeah, but then you got to drive, or like somebody's got to drive you. Like there's a lot of space in between.
You can
the bars.
still do it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Name another thing you like to do in the city. Dance.
Dance. Yeah.
You could definitely dance in the. What do you think line dancing came from? Country. Barn dances.
What about gentlemen's club?
Barn dances. You think there's not freaking strippers out there? There's some freaking wild country girls out there.
Okay.
You know what you can do?
I just feel like it's a different feel.
You know, yeah. You want another different feel? Bonfire. Try doing that in the city.
A bonfire or a bomb fire?
Bonfire.
Okay. You said bomb. Yeah.
I always say bomb.
Yeah, bonfire in the city. Well, you can. Yeah, that's a different experience in the city.
That being said, you can't do a bonfire.
No, you can't do that anywhere.
Yeah, you can do that in the country. Depends on how deep you are.
Yeah, I guess. But no, like, fine. You can still do a fire in the city. It's just like on a patio or something.
That's not a fire. That's a heater.
There's some actual, like, aren't there? I'm pretty sure I've seen them.
There's a fire.
Quote unquote.
There's not a bonfire.
Yeah.
There's no flame that's freaking 5 feet by 6 feet in diameter. Like you can in the country.
That's because it's on a building and it's not safe.
I'm just saying, country. I'm just arguing for country. Yeah. I'm letting you have city, and I'm taking countryside here.
Okay. Well, I'll fight for city too, but like I said, I love the country. I love doing all that stuff out there. I was just trying to be the devil's advocate, you know.
I think you can do everything that you can do in the city out in the country. It's just at a smaller level.
Smaller level, yeah, for sure. It's definitely not this. Like if you go to a baseball game, it's a way different atmosphere at Target Field than it would be at a town ball.
So the skill level's way above.
Well, I'm not even talking skill. I'm just the atmosphere. Like, all the people. Like, there's way more people.
I would say I almost like the atmosphere better at a town ball.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little more entertainment. Because they got all the side gigs.
Oh, yeah, I guess you got...
the dizzy bat races and all. You go to a ball game in the cities, it's just the ball game.
I guess. There is that.
Concessions are smaller, cheaper.
Yeah, for sure they're cheaper.
What is something that you don't like from either or?
I don't like the traffic in the city.
There you go.
I don't like the traffic in the city at all.
I don't like the crowds.
Yeah. I also, in the country...
As a comedian, I love the crowds. I love that they're there for me. I don't like being in them.
Yeah. I don't mind a big crowd.
I don't like being shoulder to shoulder to somebody trying to walk somewhere. Get out of my bubble.
I don't mind that part. One thing I was going to say, like in the country, I feel like I really enjoy, like I've met some really, really cool people in the cities. I've also met some cool people in the country, but I feel like since there's more people in the city, like I feel like I've met a wider variety of people in a city compared to like a country, because I feel like they're with each other all the time, so they're kind of more melded into one type of person, rather than in a city you have everybody can be they're all a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm thinking you're seeing more and more like that in the country too now.
You think so?
Yeah, but those guys that are not like fitting in, they drift to the city.
Okay. I did the opposite. I went from the city out to the country, so that's why I'm like...
fitting in with the country.
Yeah, sure. Alright, my next one is, what is your favorite reptile?
I'm gonna go with iguana because I had a pet iguana. So iguana, but chameleons are sweet too, though.
Those are both good answers.
Change colors. That's pretty cool.
That is really cool. I guess I wasn't even thinking of that. I went with snakes or dragons. I didn't say it couldn't be mythical.
Well, there's the bearded dragon.
That is, yeah. I like bearded dragons. Those are cool too.
Yeah, they are cool.
But they don't breathe fire.
Snakes. What's your favorite kind of snake?
Anaconda.
Just a large snake.
Just a large snake. I would never want to see one in real life, though. I'm scared of them.
Well, Eric.
Yeah, he's got snakes.
Yep. I don't think he does anymore. I think he sold them when he got the new house.
Oh.
But yeah, a lot of them. He's in the encyclopedia, you know that?
No.
Yeah, for his ball python.
Wow. I didn't know that. Did we might I know we mentioned it before. I don't remember you mentioning that
bred
part.
Like one of the first kinds of that species, because ball pythons you can breed with other ball pythons and create a different kind of, and he created a whole new species of ball python. So he's in the encyclopedia.
Way to go, Eric.
It has a picture of the snake and it was like bred by.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's pretty legit.
That is legit.
That's sick. Like, you're known forever.
I'm not. From what I've done in my life so far, I have never done anything encyclopediable, if that's a word.
Encyclopediable. Yeah.
Is that, can I be in the encyclopedia for making that word? Encyclopediable?
That is pretty legit.
Being in an encyclopedia?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is legit.
That's like above and beyond.
Yeah, because that's things...
Like, there's comedians, like, world famous comedians, like Bill Burr. Like,
you don't think he's going to be in one day? I think he'll be in one.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
In an encyclopedia?
I don't know. I don't know what the criteria is to get into an encyclopedia.
What kind of definition? Like, that's a encyclopedia is definitions, right?
Yeah, it's like...
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, it's a little different because that would also, like, that's a dictionary.
Right.
With definitions.
Right. But what's the encyclopedia going to talk about with that comedian?
I don't know.
Or actor?
I don't know.
Like, there's some famous people that are not... I'd say 98% of pretty famous people are not in an encyclopedia.
And yet you know somebody in an encyclopedia, but he's not famous. That's crazy, yeah, because then, like...
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Pretty legit.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Never thought of it. Way to go, Eric. Proud of you, buddy.
Way to go, man. I'm proud of you, too.
So.
That's all I got.
I would have to say for a snake, for me, would be the ball python. Just because I've handled those.
Yeah.
And I know they're not aggressive. And I used to hate snakes. And then I helped Eric clean cages one time. And I was like, oh, these aren't so bad.
I like the idea of snakes, but I'm...
scared of them?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What are three of your favorite podcasts right now other than this one?
Other than this one, I think I've talked about all three of these before, but my three right now would have to be You Made It Weird with Pete Holmes.
Okay.
I talk about that one quite a bit. Be WTF, or What the Fuck, with Mark Maron.
Okay.
And Working It Out with Mike Birbiglia.
Nice.
Those are the three that I've listened to a lot recently. I like Joe, but I haven't listened to him as often as these three lately, so that's why I said these three.
Okay. Which one would you say is your favorite?
Right now is You Made It Weird with Pete Holmes. I listen to that one the most. Right now, like I said.
Okay.
But it's really cool because it's very similar. I like that because Mark Maron did WTF. He's been doing that for a long, long time. And Pete Holmes got like some crap about it because it's very similar to this like style. So but he definitely made it his own because he talks about like three main things. He talks about comedy, sex, and God. So he's even got a book called Comedy, Sex, God.
He's very religious.
Well, he used to be
a pastor.
He used to be very religious, and now he's more open-minded, and he likes to just That's like the question that he asks is just, how do you feel spiritually?
Did he go to ministry school, or was his dad a minister? Something like that, right?
Well, his family is very Christian.
Yeah, but wasn't he going to be a minister, or his dad was a minister? I'm pretty sure something along that line.
Yeah, well, he was going to be
a minister.
Yeah, but now...
Didn't he go to school for it?
He went to... Well, I don't know if he went to school for that in particular, but he did go to a Christian school, and he even went to a Christian college, too. So it was a long time that he did that stuff, and now he's kind of more open-minded about everything. So...
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, my 3 right now. 2 Bears, 1 Cave.
Yep.
With Bert and Tom.
That's a good one.
I've seen every episode, listened to every episode.
Okay,
and they're on like episode 60, so I haven't missed one.
Wow, I have not listened to all of them.
Listen to them every Monday. Running It with Nate Sexton.
Oh yeah,
I'm into that one right now. Because these are 3 right now that I'm into. And then the third one I just found either last week. Taste Buddies.
Oh, Taste Buds, yeah. You told me about it. I listened to 1 episode just because you told me about it, and
God, it's so funny.
I've only listened to the very first episode. They got very argumentative.
Yeah, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So it's Sal Savano or whatever from Impractical Jokers, and Joe, can't remember his last name.
I don't remember either.
But 2 guys, one of them picks a food and the other guy picks another food.
Similar food.
So like apples versus oranges.
Yep.
They got to be in the same category.
Yep.
Or in what they call their category. And then they start a tweet with a poll at the beginning of the show, and then they talk about it for a half hour to 45 minutes or so. And then they do like a humble piece of pie is what they call it, on who wins.
Yep.
And they argue. It's so funny listening to them argue about it.
I'll have to listen to more episodes. I liked the first episode, but the part that I didn't like is that when they were arguing, they were like almost trying to talk over each other.
That's what I loved.
Oh, I didn't like that.
I love that because that's what makes me laugh the hardest. I'm like, you can't even get 2 words in.
Yeah. Well, that's the part that because they were literally trying to like talk like. They wouldn't let the other person talk, so there was like times where there was like 10, 20 seconds where they're just like, that's what
I love about it. So the whole concept of this happened on the Impractical Jokers tour, or not tour, cruise. They did a cruise, and Joe was a comedian on the cruise, and they were at dinner one night, and Sal and him were talking, and Joe says how he hates this one type of food, and Sal stands up for the food, and he's like, "Are you kidding me right now?" And they argued the entire cruise over this food.
Just
4 days straight.
Oh my God.
Nonstop. People are like, this is hilarious. They thought it was funnier than ever just listening to him. And people were like, you guys really hate each other. We're like, what? Do you hate me? He goes, no, I don't hate you. He goes, I don't hate you either. We're just talking.
Yeah, just having a friendly argument.
Yeah.
Nah.
And, oh, God.
I'm glad that each episode isn't 4 days long.
Yeah, right?
I'm glad they shortened it to a half hour to an hour.
The other thing I like about the episodes is they'll talk and they'll bring up other foods and like, write that one down. We're doing that one next.
Oh, I guess I didn't hear about that in the first episode.
So they do that a lot. And then there's some like that I'll listen to. Like the last one I listened to was Waffles versus Pancakes. And listening to them, like when I first started, I was like, this is a boring episode. So boring. And then they get into where they're talking over each other and all that. And it turns into hilarious. Hilarious. Like, because Sal brings up like Belgian waffles. And Joe brings up crepes. And Sal goes off. He's like, a crepe? We ain't talking about crepes here. All right? Those don't count. That's a whole different category right now. I'll delete a tweet. We'll do. It's so funny listening to it. It's one of the funniest podcasts I think I've listened to in a while.
So. I might have to listen to a couple more.
You're going to have to listen to a couple more. I think you like it. So.
Sweet. All right, mine is, my next one is actually, it's, the next two questions are kind of similar to each other. So there's a slight difference. You'll hear it though. What's the oddest job that you've ever applied to work at?
I haven't really done any really odd jobs that I've applied. HVAC? I don't know. That's pretty odd, I guess.
Nah.
Other than that, nothing.
Okay.
I don't know.
Mine, I think the oddest one that I've ever done was I auditioned for the Timberwolves host. So like during the games, like when they like, you know how they have like the little games in between like the commercial breaks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I auditioned to be that person to like run the games.
So like out on the court?
Yeah, like out on the court, like when they have like the tricycle races.
The half-court shot coming out to you?
Yep. I applied for that.
That would have been sweet.
I got called back, but I didn't get it.
That's not a weird job. That's a sick
That would have been amazing. Sweet. I had a couple buddies tell me about it, and I auditioned, and I thought the audition went really well. It went well enough that I got called back. And then they didn't offer me that position, but they offered me another position, and it would be basically doing that like throughout the arena, but it didn't pay as much. So I'm like,
Oh, you should have went for it. You could have been like the guy up in the nosebleeds.
Well, yeah, but I had like 2 or 3 jobs at the time anyways, and it would have been fun, I think. But I was getting paid more at all the other ones, and money was more important at the time. I know right now I would definitely do either one. I think they would both be really fun. I don't know why I didn't take it. I should have.
Right? Dang, that would have been sweet.
Oh, well.
All right. What is your biggest turn on and biggest turn off, physically and emotionally?
Okay, so my biggest turn on and turn off, physically and emotionally. So, like, am I doing, like, 4 different things? Like, it sounds like I have a turn on physically, a turn off physically, turn on emotionally, and turn off emotionally?
Yep.
Okay. So, I'm going to go turn on. Physically, I love, like, kissing, like, the neck and the ear area.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. I like that. I like doing it and getting it done to me.
Okay.
Like, I like both of them. I want to say turn on emotionally would be like whispering, like sweet nothings into each other's ears. One. I like that. Like, especially like when you're kissing the ear and neck area and you're just kind of whispering like as you're doing it. Turn offs. Physically, I'd say I'm not really into nipple play. My nipples are really sensitive, and like,
oh jeez.
So like, I'm not really into that. Like but I am the opposite way. So like, I like doing that to the girl, but not having it done to me. If that makes sense. Like, I'm just not.
Definitely.
They're very sensitive, and I don't want to like, you know. Okay. I don't want to. Anyways. A turn off emotionally would be like having to repeat things. Like if you like say something that's important or that's important to me, say if I say something important and I thought you were listening, but then you weren't listening. You know what I mean?
And it just keeps happening.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, I gotta steal yours for physical. Because that's definitely mine. You nibble or bite or kiss or on my neck or ear, like it. Hey, that's on you. It's go time. Like this is. You started this, all right.
You started the engine, man. It's a diesel engine.
Yeah, this car ain't stopping. Emotionally, big turn on. It's hard to explain. I kind of like to be treated, like to be babied, but not babied.
Okay, so you like to be like the more submissive?
No. I like the attention. I like being focused on.
Okay.
I guess is what I'm saying.
So you don't necessarily want to make like the decision, but you want them to like treat you. I'm trying to like I do understand like it's tough to say because I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not. I don't want to be submissive or anything. I want to. I like it when she does things for me.
Mm-hmm. But if that was the opposite, like what if that was her? Like, do you also treat her that way?
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's a huge part of...
Hand in hand.
Yeah, like, the way that I kind of view it is like...
Be treated as you want to be treated.
Exactly, yep. So whatever I like, that's what I tend to go towards. But then as the relationship moves forward, you learn what they like, and it just kind of flows. So...
Turn-offs. Bad hygiene.
Yeah.
I can't deal with a bad breath or a kiss you and it just tastes terrible.
You wouldn't like me then.
I've ended things right off the get, like after one kiss going, yeah, this isn't gonna work.
Oh yeah.
Like this is definitely not gonna work. And then physically, I don't like I'm okay with a little pain.
But you don't want to go over.
Yeah. That's a turn off. But it's not like game ending turn off. But it's a turn off.
So you're not into the whips and stuff.
Don't call no safe words here. Nothing.
Well, you would need a safe word, but you don't want to
screamed early.
Yeah.
I'm not at like let me pour hot wax on you.
Oh, I don't know if I'd like that.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd.
What else? Physically. Pretty much, yeah. Physically like that. Pain.
What about like emotionally?
Emotionally, being ignored.
Yeah.
Being ignored is the biggest, like, what are we doing here? We might as well not even be together. That's a major turn-off. If you're not going to listen to me, you don't want to pay attention to me, then what are we doing?
Yeah.
That's a major turn-off.
I don't know what you just said, but can you explain what would be a turn-off emotionally for you? I just did that. Yeah. That was a bad one.
And this is our last episode here of the Stupid.
All right. So my last question, like I said, it kind of ties into my previous question. What's the oddest job that you've ever actually worked?
Well, it wasn't an odd job, but it's at the bowling alley. It was plenty of odd.
There was definitely some odd stuff that
would happen or that they'd make us do. Like
something that wouldn't be a part of your job description, but all of a sudden now it's a part of your job description.
I definitely didn't plan on cleaning up puke as much as we did.
Yeah, that was not one of my favorite. I've cleaned up puke at many jobs though. Sometimes it's just part of it.
It is part of the job, though.
Yeah. Not my favorite, but it's a part.
And there was other things that you cleaned up there too that you were like, what? No.
Especially cleaning up something that you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And it's wet.
I need you to go to the bathroom to go clean this up. And I'm like, what? No. What? No.
Yeah. Bring gloves.
Yeah. Yeah, if they tell you to bring gloves, that's it's not going to be good.
Yeah, you're like, can I borrow your gloves?
Yeah.
No, you'd have to definitely use those plastic gloves. I'd sometimes do 2 if it was like puke. I'm not good with puke.
Ugh. What about you?
The oddest job that I've ever worked, it's not really an odd job. It's just I never saw myself ever doing this job, was a soccer field painter. I used to paint soccer fields.
No way.
Yeah. I was supposed to go to all of the soccer fields in like the Monticello area and I'd have to mow the lines, and then I'd have to paint the lines. Like, they were already done for me, so I wasn't the one like that created the field.
Okay, I was gonna
so
say
that part was already done.
You couldn't draw a straight line if your life depended on it.
I can follow a straight line though. That was the job. I had to just follow the straight line with the mower, and then I had to follow it with the paint.
Is this guy drunk?
And I have like there was also like the round parts too. You had to go like make the little half circles.
Pretty legit.
Yeah, I did pretty good. I never got fired, so apparently, and I only did it for one summer, but it was fun.
That's pretty sweet.
And I got paid for the summer. It wasn't like an hourly thing. It was, this is how much you're getting paid for the entire summer. So like however long it takes you, which I was actually okay with, because I started off pretty slow, but it got faster as the summer went on, and I got better and faster, which was kind of neat.
That's cool.
I don't know how good I would be now though.
That's pretty legit though. That's a sweet job.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't even remember what I got paid.
Dang. I definitely didn't know you did that.
Yep, I did it for one summer.
That's what I love about this podcast. Like, people are learning about us,
but we're learning about each other.
Yeah. There's things that oh shit, I didn't even know that about you.
I think I also worked that job while I was working at the bowling alley too. That was like one of my.
Mentioned it.
Yeah, that was like one of my 3 or 4 jobs that I just. I mean, I was trying to make as much money as I could because I was going to school, and
right.
I think at that point I was paying for school out of pocket. So I'm like, well, there's another class or another book or.
Right.
But yeah,
I think we're at that time of the night.
That time of the night. What's that time of the night?
Where we do our comedians.
What are we doing tonight?
This week this episode we are doing who are your favorite comedians a part of the
LGBTQ plus.
Oh.
That's at least what I saw. I mean, I don't know exactly if that
works.
Yep.
That's probably the more legit.
Yep. All right, so am I going first?
Yes.
Okay, so I have my first one. Again, this is in no particular order. I didn't go first to last, last to first or anything. But Eddie Izzard.
Nice.
Do you remember Eddie Izzard?
Yep.
Yep. That's one of my favorites.
Funny.
Yes.
Very funny. I went with Alan Cumming.
Alan Cumming.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it. Oh yes. Yep.
Yep.
It took me a second to process, but yes. My next is Hannah Gadsby. I don't know if you've heard of her or not. She's actually a British comedian, and she's had a couple really good specials, and they are just, there's just something different about them. Like she's very good because she like not only talks about comedy, but she like has a good point of view on different issues. Yeah. You know, like she, not necessarily all political, just different things that are happening in the world that need to be addressed, and she is able to address it.
My next one is Todd Glass.
Todd Glass is amazing. I love him, like, not only his stand-up, but I just love him in Tosh. Like, when Tosh talks to him.
Yeah, I forgot that he was in Tosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny.
That was funny.
He's got that serious face, but then he got that smirk that kind of like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, he's funny.
All right, one of my next is Tig Notaro. She's one of my top favorite comedians ever, but she's definitely she's on this list for me. I think we've talked about her before too, for sure.
Mm-hmm. I went with Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres, yep. She's done a lot for the comedy world.
People forget that she was a comedian before anything.
Yep, and then she had her show, and I heard, I don't know exactly what happened. I heard
supposedly she's mean.
Oh, is that what it is?
Is what it is.
Okay.
Supposedly she's not very nice off camera, which I get. I mean, I wouldn't.
It's a different lifestyle.
Yeah, like I don't think she realized that she was going to be hassled 24/7, 365 every day.
Well, she should have known that she was going to get this famous.
I mean, if you meet 90% of the comedians, they're kind of, they're going to be a dick every once in a while.
Every now and then, yeah.
It's part of their personality, I think.
Yeah.
Most comedians, at least. There's some, hey, leave me the fuck alone.
Now, yeah, well, I want some me time.
Yeah.
You know?
And I don't think she gets that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's...
With how big she is.
She's very famous. Like, everybody knows who she is. Yeah.
That comes with the territory. I think that would be, like, that's one thing that I fear about being famous. Is like, get away. Leave me alone for just 5 minutes.
That's why I don't really care about fame.
Yeah.
I would much rather just make a living at it and be able to do my grocery shopping without anybody knowing who I am.
That, and when she's that famous, I don't know how much it can, I think some of these people are just trying to get their 5 minutes of, maybe I'm wrong, but how much of this is true,
Yeah.
I'm sure she was a dick or something.
Well,
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, there's definitely times that I've definitely been a dick, and
you're human.
Yeah.
Shit happens. But I don't know. Maybe she is.
Yeah.
Maybe, like I said, I don't know.
All right, my next is Jane Lynch. She is in countless movies. All of them. Well, I don't know if all of them are funny, but all the ones that I know her in are funny.
Yeah, she is funny. Jane Lynch. Wow. That's a good one.
Yep.
I went with Graham Chapman.
I guess I don't know Graham. Is it Graham?
Graham.
Okay.
Graham.
Okay.
Like Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about now.
Life of Brian.
Yep. I know who you're talking about now. Took me a second. I'm very bad with names and faces, even famous people. I have Sandra Bernhard. You've probably seen her before. She's got really good stand-up. She is in some movies, I believe, but just really good stand-up.
Nice. I went with John Hurley.
John Hurley.
Yep.
Nice. I got Bruce Vilanch.
Nice.
Yeah.
I went with this. This is one of my favorite comedians right now. I think she's hilarious. Fortune. Fortune
is. She's in a lot now. Like within the last, well, obviously not the last year, but
last couple years. She's in a lot of movies now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, in a lot of movies.
Her stand-up's so funny too.
Yeah. I have from SNL, Kate McKinnon.
Nice.
Yep, she's in SNL. She's in movies. She's in a lot too.
I went with Andy Dick.
Yep.
Not as big as he used to be, but he's still a big name.
Yeah, everybody. Well, not everybody, but I'm assuming most people know who Andy Dick is.
He was huge in the 90s
and 2000. Yeah, early 2000 for sure. I have Billy Eichner, like Billy on the Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Parks and Rec.
Yeah, why didn't I think of Billy?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I went with one that we've talked about on here probably a couple of times. Wanda Sykes.
Oh yeah, we talked about her at least twice. Yeah. Wanda Sykes is
so funny.
Very funny. She's done a lot of voice work and a lot of comedy, and she's
a lot of movies.
Yeah,
I don't think she's really had a starring role, but
I guess I don't know about that, but
definitely been a good supporting actress.
Yep.
But definitely a very funny comedian.
I have Cameron Esposito as my next one.
Nice.
Yep. And actually, the next one is actually her partner, so I'll skip that for now. I'll let you say another one.
Her partner.
Yeah.
We're at the dedication, right?
No. Oh,
I'm out.
Oh, you're out. Okay, yeah. So I have Ray Butcher is her partner.
Oh, really?
They're both comedians. Very, very funny.
Nice.
Yep. Who's our dedication?
We are doing our guy.
Who's our guy?
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris. I love Neil Patrick Harris. He's in a lot of different things, but what do we like?
Doogie Howser, man.
Doogie Howser. Well,
But what do we know?
What do we know him from?
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, the Ducky Tie.
Ducky Ties. We we dedicated almost a whole year of our life to How I Met Your Mother.
At Moonlight Bowling at River City Extreme. Yep.
Dressed up in the ducky ties.
Yep, we'd suit up just like they did in the show. And Ted,
he was
suit up.
Suit up.
He always wore he wore the ducky tie for the year, so that's why we did it for the year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't even know. One of us bought the ducky tie. I don't even remember who bought them.
I think I got the ducky ties and you got the books.
Oh, that's what it was. Yep.
Because we actually got the
bro code books.
We actually legit got the bro code book.
Yep, and then we had like a lot of our trivia questions were based on the book, the bro code. It was based on How I Met Your Mother. We were really into that for like at least that year, if not a little bit longer.
Yeah. God, he's so funny. He's been around. He's a childhood actor.
Yeah, he's a childhood actor, and he's an amazing host.
Yep.
Like he's been hosting.
He's a magician too.
Oh yeah, yep.
Very good magician actually.
And he's very good with costumes. Him and his family dress up in costumes. Like they are very, very good with.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Halloween is their thing.
It's so weird. Because he's been in so many different kinds of movies. Yeah.
And he like plays himself like in Harold and Kumar.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a fun one.
That's what I was going to be.
Yeah.
He's in Harold and Kumar.
And that's funny because he plays himself, but he's not himself.
Yeah.
Like he plays Neil Patrick Harris.
But he's a straight guy.
Yep. Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, for the longest time, I didn't know that he wasn't straight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh, I knew that.
Well, because almost every movie that he plays, he
plays that kind of that kind of a character.
And he's not just straight, like he's a bro.
Yeah, well, the bro code, yeah.
He plays the guy that actually gets all the girls
mm-hmm.
in almost every movie where he does play the straight guy. So that's why I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But no judgment by any means.
No.
It's cool. But definitely good dedication tonight.
Oh yeah. He is I obviously I would have put some of these other ones in for a dedication as well, but just for us, Neil Patrick Harris was
he plays so many different kind of roles too that I would love to actually meet him in person.
Just to see
to see what he actually really is like.
Mm-hmm.
Because I definitely don't think he's like what we see.
No, I feel like he's got to be a little bit different.
I think he's way different.
Nah.
Wonder if he's a little nerdy.
I don't know. I feel like I've listened to him on a couple podcasts. At least Mark Maron's. I can't remember it because that was so long. I feel like he was one of the very first podcasts that I listened to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I might have to look that up. Look some of them.
Yeah, he's on WTF for sure. I feel like I've listened to him on another one, but I don't remember if I...
It's crazy how big that podcast is.
Which one?
WTF.
Oh, that was like the podcast that got people into podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark Maron he's big in the podcast world.
He's a founding father.
Yep.
Because he's had some monsters. He's had presidents.
Yeah, he had Barack Obama.
Yeah.
That was huge because he literally came to his house with guards and everything.
Yeah. He's like, I never thought I would be doing an interview in a garage.
Yep. And that he got the president to come to his garage.
Yeah.
I can't imagine having that kind of a following.
Was that when he was a president, or was
that was
like when he was running?
No, I think that was when he was president.
That's
pretty sure.
Crazy.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Everybody knew who he was, and he was. Yeah, it was nuts. It was a big deal.
Is his show bigger than Joe's?
It was.
Was at one time.
It was at one time. Yes. I feel like Joe is more popular, like numbers wise, but like in the comedic world, I feel like people respect both equally.
Absolutely. Curious though, I'd have to look those numbers up because he was huge.
Oh yeah. Well, he still is. Like,
well, I mean,
yeah,
but that's not because Joe's not going to get a president.
You don't think so?
Not during presidency, I don't think.
Oh, maybe. He's got some... Joel has had some big guests. I don't think
he has.
Yeah.
He's had presidents that were running.
Oh, I guess I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, Bernie Sanders and all
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yeah, that was the turning point, wasn't it?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Up there. He's had a lot of big guests. You know what I love about our podcast is how we'll talk about a question and we'll spend 20 minutes talking off of that subject.
Yeah, we're not even talking about the question anymore.
We're definitely not even talking about Neil anymore.
Yeah, we stopped talking about him a while ago. Sorry, Neil.
So,
this is still a dedication.
This is definitely, yeah, totally deserving too. So, I'd say it was a pretty good podcast tonight.
Yeah, I feel like that was a good one. I
hope you guys liked it.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. Had a lot of tangents, but I feel like that's a good thing.
Stay tuned. We got some exciting things coming up here within the next couple of episodes.
Yeah, we got some changes, I guess.
We're going to do some changes, I think.
Yeah. They're going to be for the positive. I mean, I feel like we're going to have...
we're still going to come back to this style and go... But I think we're going to go to a different route.
Yep, and we're going to have...
I don't know.
It's going to be a way to separate the episode into maybe like an hour at a time.
Oh, you think we're going to go hour?
No, we're going to be going the same length, but people are going to be able to split it up. Like if they're say they want to listen to it at two different times, they'll be able to listen to this style, but then they'll also be able to listen to the next style.
Oh, I like that. I never gave that a thought.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. It's definitely coming up within the next couple episodes.
Yeah, we'll give you some more details as we get a little more details ourselves.
Yeah, we're still working out the bugs.
Yep. That's why it's going to be a couple episodes.
Right.
But
also, don't forget, you guys can find us on Facebook.
We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We got our website, www.thestupidestpodcast.com.
Once you go to that, you can also connect onto there and hit all our links there. Subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear some comments. Nobody really comments.
Yep. We're on YouTube. Forgot about YouTube.
Yep, we're on YouTube now.
Yeah, comment on whatever. I mean, I'm going to try to look at comments. I'm not on social media a ton, but I'll try to answer questions if you direct them towards me in particular.
If we like your questions enough, we'll throw them on the show.
Yeah,
we definitely would.
For sure, we'll throw questions on the show.
Questions.
I think we've had questions from comments on the show, actually.
Really?
Yeah. At least I've done one.
Nice.
I don't know if I mentioned it or not.
Probably not.
Whoever had that question, I apologize. I didn't mean to steal your question and not give you credit for it. I don't even remember which one it was.
Yeah, if you guys got questions, shoot them our way.
On any of the platforms.
Yeah, on any platform, any post.
If we don't get to you, we apologize because I expect a flood of comments after this now.
Yeah, me too. Get on it, people.
Get on it.
I love going on and checking our analytics and seeing like people who listen to the episode.
Yeah.
Right now, there's people down in Florida. If you're from Florida, listen to us. Hey, we want to say hi.
Hi.
People in Ireland.
Ireland.
We're all over right now.
Well, let's say hi to the people in Ireland. Hi, people in Ireland.
Top of the morning.
Nice. That's a good way to say it.
So, I definitely hope we keep reaching out farther and farther. But I think Florida is our leading state right now.
Wow. Leading state is Florida.
Well, outside of Minnesota.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Yeah. That'd be pretty awesome if it was.
Yeah, if it was out of state.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
Well, I think that's a wrap for this episode, guys. We'll see you next episode. Have a good one.
Have a good one.